Hello, welcome to Chasing Diecast Cars. On Wednesday, July 21, I went to the north of France looking for diecast, and this is what I found. So, from a toy store called Maxi Toys, I found these generic cars. This is their toy car brand. All kinds of different stuff they have, but they also have these 3-inch diecast cars. It used to be Maisto Fresh Metal in there, but now it's just some, I think, Chinese knockoff brand. €1.49 each. Yeah, these were interesting to me, and I'll show you why. These have rubber tires. Yeah, that's really surprising. So it just says made in China on the base. This is meant to be a Bentley Continental GT, but of course not licensed by Bentley. It's in flat black. I thought of buying a bunch of these for friends that do customs, but the rims all have different kinds of colors: green, yellow, blue, orange, red. There was some that were white. I think that's pretty much okay, but no black or gray. I think yeah, most customizers prefer just yeah, more sedate colors than these are. So decided not to bring a bunch of them. So casting wise, it's pretty good. Deco wise, it's really silly, because for instance here you have the Subaru STI logo on a Bentley. That's just silly. And then this one, this kind of seemed familiar to me, and I'll show you where you recognize it from. This is a Hot Wheels Cool Combi in the Magnus Walker Urban Outlaw livery. And there you have it. Doesn't have the star in the middle, and it says Spirit Arrow. Well, it says Sword Arrow, but it says Spirit Arrow here. I guess that's what it's supposed to say there, but someone goofed up. This one says the other way around, Urban Outlaw. So yeah, this looks too similar to be a coincidence. And the back, just some letters on the license plate that don't mean anything. Interior wise, it's pretty okay. It's not bad. Not bad at all. That's, you know, taillights should be white, but they only use one tempo color on these apparently. And of course, with the rubber tires, they're not that fast, but they roll pretty well, must say. And then the other one I picked was this Ferrari lookalike. They had a few other ones. They had some Porsche lookalikes, and I think some American cars too, but did not grab any of those, because, you know, €1.49, you know, that's quite expensive. Of course they got the rubber tires, so that makes up for that price. This says Skyline on the back. The back side looks a bit weird on this one, this part particular. The front looks pretty much okay. So you can clearly recognize a Ferrari in this styling. Go faster stripes on the top, kind of. This one's got the yellow rims, the rubber tires. Got tread on them. Again, seems to roll decent. So yeah, I thought that was interesting, but you know. Then I got this Welly. So this is in a French packaging, Citroën series. You can see it says Welly. €2.99, which is probably the most I've ever paid for a Welly. But as I've said in the CDC 2.0 video, I'm going to use this as trade bait. because a friend of mine has something that I want, but he doesn't want to sell it. He wants to trade it for something that is worth it. And he's a fan of Welly cars, and he can't go to France, and I can, so I brought this with him with me because I thought that would interest him. So it says on the base, Citroën 2 chevaux fourgonnette. So fourgon is van and fourgonnette is a little van. 2CV van. We call it the goat. The Dutch call it the duck. The Germans also call it the duck, ente. And tin snail in Great Britain. And of course the French have loads of different nicknames for the 2CV. La Deux, Dodoche, all kinds of different ones. So pretty heavy, because the silver is all metal, even the bumper and the headlights, it's all metal. It's got the little windows there in the back, and a very narrow windshield. So vinyl tires that have tread on them, and classic looking rims. Tempo wise, it's basically got nothing here. 0. That's not a lot. So yeah, for this price it's kind of disappointing. This is of course 3-inch, made to fit the packaging. It says 1:60 scale, which I'm sure it is not. I have a true 1/64 scale version by Norev, and I will put it alongside of this, and then you will see the huge difference between the two. Yeah, this is there's a huge difference between these two. So you can tell if the Welly would be 1:60 scale, well, there would be not that much of a difference between these two, but yeah. The Norev was €5 and the Welly €3. So it depends on whether you like to get more metal, then you're getting a good deal from Welly, or you like more scale accuracy, then you're getting a good deal from Norev. And Norev also gives you some tempos. You get a different color bumper. More accurate rims than the Welly. You get the one taillight that they had back then, and then this black here on top. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming it's not a rear view camera. So yeah, but the windows are the same. That's cool. So the Welly is quite accurate. It seems to be a newer one because it's got more lights in the back, left and right, than this Norev one, which seems like a really early one. And the gas cap on the side gets a dab of black paint too on the Norev. So yeah, cool. And then we've got these Norev. This is the Citroën C3 from 2016 in 1/64 scale. 2017 production. And I only paid €1.20 for these in a store called Noz, N-O-Z. They must have had many more than these, but I was kind of late to the party, I guess. Went to different locations of these stores, but they were all gone except for these 3 here. So we got plastic tires, authentic rims, lensed headlights, and full deco. For this kind of money, that's just insane. We'll do some scale comparisons with these. Here we got the different style box, kind of grayish. DS4 collection 3 inches, so this is not 1/64. 2015 production. Came in black, in white and in orange. So they all had the same price tag on it. This feels pretty heavy. It's got metal all the way to the bottom here, the bottom of the bumpers all around. So no plastic parts for the bumper or anything, all metal painted up. So we got plastic tires, authentic rims, lensed headlights and full deco. It says Crossback here on in black underneath the DS logo. DS in French means goddess if you spell it out. So you can see quite a big size difference. So the larger the number on these cars, the bigger they are. So C3 would be smaller than a C4. This is a DS4, just a more luxury version than the Citroën C4. And then there's also this concept car Divine DS, also in 3 inches, 2014 production. It's got just a plain gray base. Again, this has a nice weight to it, even though the roof is partially plastic. So plastic tires, authentic rims to the concept car, lensed headlights. Even the centerpiece here, the grille is a plastic piece. So yeah, that looks really cool. So get a great look at the interior like that. That glass roof. Even got a license plate. Now let's do some comparisons here. Here's a Majorette version of the C3. This says 1:57 scale, but these scales are not accurate. So you can't really rely on the scales they put on these. But you can see the 1/64 Norev is definitely much smaller. If you look at it like this, wheelbase and everything, yeah, much smaller. So black roof on the Norev and red roof on the Majorette. Both have the lens headlights. The Majorette has a little bit more detail here on the bottom of the bumper, which is plastic and not metal, and the Norev is metal. There's something really dirty here. See my fingers? Oh yeah, there's some goo here on the bottom of the C3. Don't know what that is. That's pretty disgusting. So I'll have to clean that off. Try not to touch it. More detail on the side here when it comes to the side view mirror. You can see just a completely full piece of plastic glass there, and then there's a little triangular window on the Norev. And the back again, plastic bumper part here, part of the base, whereas it's all metal on the Norev. The base clips into the body on the Majorette, but on the Norev there's a rivet there that's probably attached to the back side here. Yeah, back side of the liftgate or the hatch. And we got the lines on the roof there. That's nicely done. So detail wise, they're not much far apart. But here you get some more color on the Majorette that the Norev doesn't have. But of course the Majorette has the generic rims and Norev has the authentic ones. The DS4, same here, we got the Majorette version. This says 164 on the base, but I'm pretty sure that is not correct. So we got lens lights, both of them. Details on the Norev are a little bit nicer, it seems. Seem to have a different front bumper too. Let's see the difference there. On the side, they both have even the Majorette has some silver on the roof there. It's kind of hard to see. It's almost like it's just red paint not going all the way in there, but it seems to be a little line of silver paint, but maybe I'm just imagining that. And you got big silver lines on there, kind of roof rail-ish details. This one does get a triangular window on Majorette, where the C3 didn't get it. And the Norev has much better exhaust detail. The reason why they have a different bumper is maybe because this is a crossback and this isn't. That could be the case. So the front bumper therefore is maybe different. The rear bumper seems to be exactly the same. So scale wise these are pretty much exactly the same. Yeah. Now to compare these in scale, the only 1/64 scale, true 1/64 scale hatchback I have are a couple of Honda Civics, and this is the older generation that's more comparable to this one, I think. In real life, the Civic is about a little bit more than 10 centimeters longer. But if we look here, maybe I'll hold them like this. The Norev is longer than the Civic. See? So I can tell you the 1/64, this is definitely 3" and the 1/64 of the Majorette is not correct either, because the Citroën should be smaller than the Honda. So these two DS4 were almost exactly the same size. See, yeah, too big. And of course this one is kind of hard to compare, but in the real cars they differ about 40 centimeters. So the C3 is 40 centimeters shorter than the Civic, so that could be accurate. So I think when Norev states it's 1/64, it probably is 1/64, and when they state 3" is definitely made to fit the packaging. Yeah, it looks taller, but you know, these little cars I think just are And of course the Civic is very sporty, so it should be lower. Then I was happy to find this Vintage Deluxe. This has a packaging date of July 20, so almost a year ago. It was, well, more than a year ago it was produced. €3.99, that's a good price for these, because these have metal body, obviously, as all Majorettes do. But these also have rubber tires, suspension like many Majorettes do, opening parts, starting from the premium cars, they get opening parts, and a licensed vehicle. So it comes with a box. Don't care much for the boxes, but hey, you know, some people care for them to keep their cars in. It's kind of a purple metallic with the racing stripe across, and the 64, because Majorette was founded in 1964. Then I found some deluxe cars, same production, July 2020, Nissan Gtr. Deluxe cars have all the same features as the vintage deluxe ones, but they get 3 opening parts, whereas the vintage one only get 1 or 2 opening parts. I actually found both of these that are on the card here, where on this one there's 2 other vehicles on there. I did find this last year locally. I have never seen this one. This has a Asian mixed street food livery, so don't confuse it with the big Burger Chef one. That one I have. That one has the hatch in the back that opens up, but this one is the true food truck one, that the roof opens up and the side panel opens up, so you get a realistic looking food truck. This is in the catalog of 2020, but I've never seen it. There's a yellow one that was released, don't have that, and yeah, I don't think this was ever released, but if anyone knows it was released, please let me know, but I don't think so. So I've got these 2 here, both €4.50. That's an okay price for these. After all, you get all these features. So also kind of a metallic purple on the Nissan GTR, gold rims. So these will be opened up in the specific videos where I show the whole set when I have all of them. Land Rover Defender 110 in white this time. Also, oh no, this is a earlier release, January 21 production, at least, well, packaging I should say, to be correct. Then also found some premium cars. This is the most expensive one I got, €2.99. Also the most recent one, I think, March 2021 packaging date. This was in the catalog of 2020, but it was never released in 2020. It was only released in 21, just appearing in the stores this summer in France. So Peugeot 508 station wagon. So very cool looking car. Then in another store for €2.65 I found the Honda Civic Type R from the premium cars. This color is not in the 2020 catalog. It doesn't even have a packaging date on it, but the vehicle says February 2020 production. So yeah, that's interesting. So this will be featured as an extra color in the 2020 Majorette Premium Cars catalog video on the Civic Type R. Then in this store they were €2.59, the Nissan Gtr Nismo Gt3. Pretty wild vehicle. Same price, the Alfa Romeo Giulia. I got this one from Diecast Dude because it was an error. So front wheels were different, so I like to collect errors. Not that I specifically search for them, but you know, it's kind of cool to have. So I needed a regular version of it to open up in that catalog video that I hope I will be able to do soon. Then the Kia performance car. So this is the Stinger by Majorette. Pretty cool. So also these were all July 2020 also. So I found these 2020 batches in all kinds of different stores. Whoops, sorry. And then the Mercedes-Benz G500. So it will be interesting to in a future video to compare this with the G63 AMG, which seems to be exactly the same casting, but we'll see. It says 250D is the casting number, and then the first color of it. So Majorette sees it as a different model. So we'll be interested to see what's different about it. And then, to my huge surprise, these were all in dump bins, and underneath the dump bins there were a few boxes. So one of them was opened up, but there were cars taken out, so there was another box underneath that. So it was open, but no cars were taken out. So I looked through it, and to my surprise I found this. This is a chase car. Mercedes Maybach G650 Landaulet in gold. How crazy is that? Yeah, so this is my first ever chase car by Majorette. So there's only one in the box. There were 18 cars in there, 2 of each. So one car only got one example, and then the other one was this one. So yeah, very happy to get this, and we'll also open this up in the catalog video. And then these had just arrived in the store. This the Majorette Metal series, because they were still putting them on the pegs. These have metal body and chassis, rubber tires, suspension, opening parts, and are licensed vehicles. So these are based on the vintage cars. So they only have 1 or 2 opening parts, not 3 like the deluxe ones. They come with a tin box where you can keep the car in. €4.99, which I think is a fair price. Packaging date April 21. So that's yeah, pretty recent. So these were just new to the stores. Comparing in price, I don't have a recent premium release by Matchbox carded. I've opened them all up, I think. This is an older one, but premium Matchbox here in Europe, you're going to pay on average, I think, €8.50. And for that you get a cardboard box, not a metal one. You get rubber tires, just like the Majorette, but no metal base, no suspension, and no lensed headlights, whereas the Majorette has all those features and opening parts, of course. Or did I already mention that? So I'm not even sure if you get full deco on the Majorettes. I think most of them do get that, but you do get that on the Majorette. And you can see here on the side there's some dark gray stripes there. So yeah, very good value, or should I say a maybe not good value is maybe not the right word to say it, but it's accurately priced. It's priced what these should be priced also. I think in the United States they're around $5, and that's what they should cost in Europe too. And these are even worse. Hot Wheels Premium Car Culture. These are €10 if you can find them in stores. Same with the Matchbox Premium, by the way. Hard to find in stores, and when you do, they're expensive. So what you get for €10 from your Hot Wheels, you get the metal base like the Majorette, you get the rubber tires like the Majorette. You don't get any box to put them in, you don't get suspension, you don't get opening parts, and you don't get lensed headlights. So yeah, that's pretty lousy when it comes to Hot Wheels. And don't get me wrong, I like these a lot. Okay, they do some cool stuff, but in Europe they're definitely overpriced and definitely not worth what they are costing. That's why I don't buy them here in stores if I can find them. And I'm lucky enough that some friends in parts of the world that can find them cheap send them to me. And these are also around $5 in the United States, which they also should be here. $5, $5 US, that's €4.5. So that's what they should be here. So yeah, very good value compared to the others. Would have been great if they had the 3 opening parts, but hey, can't have your cake and eat it too, right? So we got the Toyota Celica GT Coupe, kind of a stock-ish version, well, without the stripes. Well, the stripes, the racing stripes, make it look a little bit less stock, but other than that, it's relatively stock looking. This one is in a racing livery, so you get a picture on the box that is that belongs with the vehicle. So you got the extra lights in the front for the rally purpose. You even got this kind of a cross on the roof. So I will open these up in a separate video. Probably I will upload that tomorrow. Ford Mustang Fastback in a police livery, but without a light bar. It's kind of disappointing to not get a light bar. Same Mustang, but in a Flames version. Then we got the food truck, just like I was talking about on the black one. This is how it looks like, at the top opening up and then the side, to make it look like a real food truck. The Volkswagen T1, so Type 2 T1 this is. So they're all Zamac, I think, so unpainted, unless they are painted silver. Kind of hard to tell. I think they are painted silver. They don't look Zamac to me. Luckily, thanks to my friend David Johns from Twice Diecast, I got a bunch of Zamacs, and they look different. So I think these are all painted silver. So we got the Citroën 2CV again. And then on Thursday, July 22, at my local Carrefour Hypermarket, I found the next wave of the Matchbox UK. €1.99, which is an okay price. I'm willing to pay that, no problem. So let's line them all up here and get an overview of the whole set. Number 1, the Scania P360 fire engine. Of course, Scania is not British, but the livery is. Got the blue windows for the light bar like that, and it's a pretty heavy model. Surprised they still do this, because it's got an all metal body and an interior. That's wicked. So that's first. Let's put it all the way in the back here. Then number 2, There's the 2011 Mini Countryman in grey. I'll put a link to the review of this first set. Then we got number 3 of 12 BMW M5 Police in a British police livery. It says it again here on the back. Got a protector to prevent packaging rub. That's good. Very nice rims in this gray, shiny gray color. So this is the Kiel District Police, so this is a licensed police livery. Official business, crime scene division, bringing our community with pride, or serving our community with pride, it says on the back there. Number 8, it's got the light bar part of the window piece. We do get 4 tempo passes on this one. So we got the headlights here, the front, and then the hood. There's also the bonnet is also painted, and on the sides, nothing in the back, but you know, 4 out of 5, that is not bad, which is basically a mainline set. Number 4, Lotus Exige. Again, little protector here, awesome, and a nice British racing green like color. We get tempos of the lights and the emblem, and we get the taillights done. Very nice. I got the green version from years before. Let's see if there's a date on this. B16, so that's 2009, in a metallic green, which got a little bit more tempos on the top. It's got the grills here painted black, and the grills in the back here painted black, but it did not get the taillights. It had a green spoiler, while this one has a black spoiler, and gold rims, of course, instead of the same rims but black on the new one. I prefer the taillights being done. The grille is nicely molded here in the casting, so you can see the details without the paint, so looks good without it, I mean. So it doesn't really need the paint, so I'm glad with that version. So that's a different enough version for me in my book. Satin green and metallic green, that's cool. Then we got number 5. Oh, I have to put the one in the back there, sorry. Number 5, this 2015 Jaguar F-Type Coupe. That was the first wave. Then number 6, you can see the number 6, the Land Rover Series 2 Safari. Doesn't have the number on the front here because it warns for small parts, and that's the top part here. Nice red color. So we got front deco, nicely done. So I wonder how they do that, because the headlights and the grille are so much more inward compared to these indicator lights. So that's interesting. I think one of these should be white though. But anyways. And then in the back, get the taillights done, the logos. Very nice door handle. And then this part comes off and is interchangeable with other detachable pieces. Some cars, some other releases of this have the version with the 4 lights in the front. They're kind of differently shaped. I don't know if this also comes with that. The ones I saw only had this part on top, so yeah, it's a cool version. All right, and then number 7 of 12, the 1964 Austin Mini Cooper. So this is the Mr. Bean one. Again, no number on the front here because of the parts that can come off. Now, usually I don't show my extras, but I wanted to show this one. As you can see here, in the front, in the grille and the license plate, it's got a big cut there, and it goes all the way to the rivet. So I don't know what happened there, but yeah, this one's pretty cut up. So I'm not going to open this one. I'm going to keep that as maybe an error or so, I don't know. You don't have warranty on these, so I'm going to send it back. And I'm going to open up this one. This does not have the cut. Yeah, by the way, keep this cartridge for now just 1 second longer. Here's the regular version of the Mr. Bean and the Mr. Bean packaging. So pretty much the same car, just added the chair on top, the reclining chair. So the actual license plate of the Mini in the TV series. And then we got the seat on top with the teddy bear in there and held down by ropes. So it can kind of slide here on the drip rail. And it comes off like that, and then you have just the same basic version as you saw in that other packaging. But yeah, it's pretty cool. That's a fun version for sure. And then number 8 is the Jaguar E-Type, and as it happens, the E-Type has its anniversary this year, 1961 to 2021. So 60 years old. You can see stylish 60 above that. This is actually a repeat of this one, and this has a production date, if it has one. No, it doesn't seem to have one. Oh yeah, it does. A41, so that's 2008. 2009 release, but 2008 production. So basically it's exactly the same. It's got the chrome interior, so you get the chrome bumpers, the headlights done, these chrome stripes on the bonnet or alongside the bonnet, those 3-star wheels, Jaguar on the license plate, and the taillights painted. Now the taillights are a little bit better done on the carded one, because this one they kind of goofed up a little bit. But yeah, I'm going to leave it carded because I already have it in this older version. This is a repeat. The reason why they do this is because they're being lazy, and they don't have to ask permission to the car make, in this case Jaguar, for this version. Because if they once done a version, they can reuse it as much as they want. So instead of doing a different color and asking permission to a Jaguar, they just were being lazy and just re-released the older version. Then number 9, the 1971 MGB GT Coupe. I'm going to shuffle them a little bit closer together, because I'd like to get them all in the screen, if that's possible. Number 10, the Land Rover Defender 110, so different casting of the 110. This was also re-released. Well, all the ones you see carded in front of you. Well, I should actually put this one there instead of the loose one, but maybe that's going to make it harder to line them all up. The ones that are... No, but these were new colors. I'm confusing you now. These were new colors. I just got extras because I got a case. But these are all repeats, the ones on the right. Number 11, LEVC TX Taxi. We saw that in the main line several times. So that's even a peg warmer here, and we hardly get any Matchbox, so that's funny. And then number 12, I did not find in the store, but it's this one. Also a repeat. This has C25, so that is 2010 release, mainline release. In yellow, this Lotus Europa Special 1972. It's exactly the same in this UK series, so no need to find it because I already have this one. License plate and everything should be the same. Cool casting, but you know, would have been great to see another color. Anyways, so that's the whole set, or at least what you can see of it here on the screen, like that. Yeah, that's all of them in. Thanks for watching. Bye.